Hello and good morning. And here's the video about what happened while I was in Kenosha. So, till we drove around, we saw places being boarded up, of course. So we took pictures of like the famous parking car lot that got burned down. And then we went to the courthouse quite early for the protest. And people marched around. We had some vehicular antagonists, and that was very unnerving since we didn't have car escorts at the beginning of the march. I was really nervous about the numbers being low, but by the end of the march, there were car escorts in much larger numbers. It's just that I have a lot of opinions and directly related to my safety of how I interpreted the situation of the numbers being so low with what they tried to do at the time. But all went well. Everyone lived, and everyone went home. In Kenosha, they did set up a curfew. The curfew was 7. They stayed out past 7. The police did not bother them. Nothing got burned down. The protesters stayed and did their thing, and everyone went home. Period. And that needs to be publicized. That needs to be spread across the land as the new word. That when the police don't fuck with people, riots and looting don't break out, shit doesn't get damaged, and everyone goes home, and people still get to be the way that they were yesterday. Well, kinda. However, the following day, a mutual aid group called Riot Kitchen, who I'm assuming by the name is a food group. You might more be familiar with groups like Food Not Bombs, something like that, was basically kidnapped by the Kenosha police. I saw the video of police officers in unmarked vans, and I know these were police officers because even though they were in unmarked vans with no license plates, they still had on police bulletproof vests. Most of them with their faces covered, busted the van windows, ripped people out of the vans, took the vans, threw the people in unmarked vehicles, and drove off to who knows fucking where. Now, we've seen a lot of this in Portland. We've seen a lot of people be questioned and then dropped off a few blocks away from where they were. I don't know where, it's like, I don't know if anyone has said that they don't know where anyone is. We know that people have gone missing, but I haven't heard a follow-up on whether those people are still missing or whether or not those people were found later. So even though that protest did go as peacefully as it was planned, the small town of Kenosha is about to see some serious shit. I mean, of course, I shouldn't say that. They've already started seeing some serious shit. They've already had 3 protesters shot, 2 dead, by a vigilante civilian, white nationalist militia. They've already had been antagonized. They were antagonized at the protest by people in vehicles. Although they were not hit, they were still antagonized. And now mutual aid groups have been publicly kidnapped. So I don't know what I can do as one person besides spread the word. If you have time and energy to get out to Kenosha, I definitely suggest that you do. Because shit has already gotten real in a very short amount of time because people feel like they already know what to expect. And also it's my understanding that the National Guard is out there, but the National Guard doesn't really do anything because they're not supposed to. And really, the police aren't supposed to be doing all this either. But I feel like there are higher consequences when the National Guard does something. But in the meantime, that's pretty much all I have to say about that right now, but that is an ongoing situation because it just started. So take care of yourselves and each other. Fuck the police. Black Lives Matter. I'll see you later. Bye.